Welcome back, and we've got a full stack in the house here with Jonathan on his birthday, and Tim.
Hello.
Ooh.
So,
Birthday conflict of nations. Nothing better.
hey, happy birthday, Jonathan. So, where do we start?
We were just talking about Texas, weren't we? So start off with that.
Yeah, so Tim's got a big stack going for his capital. And I think, Tim, talk us through it. How did you get to where you are?
So he had a stack of 10 troops on Reynosa last night. I think it was yesterday evening, last night. So I started chipping away at it with my strikes, shaved off a few of the infantry, and then just ploughed in with this stack. I've lost a couple of infantry off it, but it's still pretty healthy. So left a couple of troops behind on Reynosa, doing a little land grab nearby, and then just heading straight for Austin and taking him out of the game, hopefully.
Yeah. It's a huge stack you've got there. You've got infantry officer, 2 combat recon, anti-air already, and 5 motorized infantry. And you've leveled up your infantry and your officer. That's a powerful stack. And because you've taken out 10 of his troops already, what's he going to have left? He's attacking in the north as well, so I think he's going to have some armies away from home. It's going to be interesting to see you take that capital. I think he'll do it easily.
Yeah,
famous
gonna
last
get the
words.
strikes involved as well soon.
Yeah, you've got some strikes down here. Very nice. Okay, well, I mean, God, we had quite the battle today, Jonathan. So I went to try and take Colorado's capital, wasn't successful, and you went to take Grand Junction, and you were not successful. However...
Well, yeah. I'm sure you're going to launch into it, but we both got a bit of a surprise, didn't we?
Ultimately, what we found was 5 different coalitions trying to defend Colorado. I believe it was 5. Yeah, 5 at least.
Well, let's run through the list. What they've done is there's like up to maybe 9 players, and they've all got right of way with each other. And they'd started congregating in Colorado cities, presumably to mount an attack against us. But we were in there like swimwear. And we kind of caught them a bit by surprise. Yeah, absolutely. But coming up to some of these cities, we started noticing these various other states sitting on all of these cities, including but not limited to Minnesota, Illinois, Ontario, New York, and obviously Colorado himself. So yeah, that was a challenge. Have managed to take Almosa from Colorado. I scared off the troops that were on there.
It was tough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think also they were running away from you, but also potentially running to the capital to try and defend it, and various different strands flying in. It was a very close call. Nearly took the capital, but ultimately Minnesota stopped me. So I had 3 combat recons and a troop, and didn't quite get there. But it was a shot, had a chance, didn't quite make it. If I had, that would have been very nice indeed. And we probably do need to take out that airbase to stop all those guys flying in, because that is a bit of a focal point for them now, where they can just sort of fly into Colorado. Bit of a
and I feel like I need to say, we're fully aware that they're watching the series, because some of them have been asking us, when is the next episode being uploaded? And it's very obvious that they're trying to see exactly what we're doing. So I'm calling you out on that. We're not really going to let that happen.
When we're potentially playing against 9 other players now, I mean, yes, you're at war with the world, but they are. I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? So we're going to have to hold episodes going out, of course, and they will come out, but we can't let them out too soon, because it would give them way too much advantage. If not too much already, there being nine players against 3. So
yeah, feel free to go to war with us, but you're going to have to play fair.
well,
bearish.
We'll see how they play. We wouldn't want to dictate terms, of course not. I've got a situation here in the north, and just running down some of these last troops, I came across a little nest of them, and they seem to have scattered, so probably AI controlled. So just running them down with a pack of 4 combat recon vehicles, and I should catch up with the motorised infantry quickly. The speed's 0.33, and I've sped my combat recons, and they're at 0.64, so almost double the speed, and should get them. Yeah, they're all just going in the same direction. There's one here as well going toward this city, but there's 2 troops actually. And yeah, I've got my National Guard and a motorised infantry together there, ready to defend with a entrenchment bonus, 25% reduction in incoming damage. And yeah, just got a few things milling around the home city. Got some helicopters going back there once they're healed. A couple over there that they'll sit on the home cities, and yeah, I've been spitting out some National Guard. So once these guys are finished city sitting here and here, they'll just come back into the homeland, and these guys up here as well. And just want to continue taking this land. They've suddenly become active, the AI. So unless someone's controlling Montana, which is the country I'm halfway through, Jonathan. Equally, I think a player's taken over. I'm going to call it Szechuan pepper. The green tile nearest me at the top. They've built arms industries.
Saskatchewan?
Szechuan pepper.
Yeah.
That's what I've got in my head. I know that's not the right way, but it's what I can say easily without stumbling. Arms industries on all their cities. No barracks, but maybe they're playing a longer game and just building up their resources. We'll see. Or someone's playing a double account and they're a patsy city for trading. Who knows? So yeah, we've got a hell of a challenge on our hands. Someone said that Florida's playing gold. We don't know if we believe them, because this is their most built up city. Level 2 airbase, recruiting office, arms industry, damaged. They're all damaged. Wonder why that is. Must have been attacked. Okay, interesting.
Presumably somebody went for Tallahassee. It was American Georgia that messaged us about Florida. So he must just have a lot of troops on there, or who knows what's really going on.
Oh, okay. So I'd presume American Georgia has gone for Tallahassee and they've successfully defended themselves in a gold way. Maybe. But who knows? They don't look like a prolific gold player, but you never know. They could have just magicked up a stack of battle tanks for all we know. Or, planes. Okay, so Tim, you're going for Texas, and you're finishing off Nuevo Leon.
Yeah, just getting a little bit out of control with how many countries I'm at war with. When I started attacking Texas earlier, New York declared war on me straight away.
Yeah.
I had a little look and they're doing pretty well. They're like sort of even with us.
So let's have a look at the players and just see where they stand. So I'm somehow at the top with 18 cities. Then we've got Jonathan with 17 and Tim, you've got 14. Okay, yeah. New York have got 14, so they're quite powerful. They're the ones to watch for now. Minnesota, Illinois. The thing is, if we can take out Texas, that's a really, really important country to take out, because it's very close to us, but equally it's in one of the alliances. And if you get an alliance with 2 members instead of 3, then that's a big difference. Same with Colorado. If we can take them out, it takes away their gathering point that's really near us in the middle, where they're all just sort of bundling over. So we'll really focus on Colorado and Texas. Chihuahua, I mean, they haven't been aggressive so far, have they? They've massed 7 troops on the border right here. What do you make of that, Jonathan?
I'm not really sure. I was wondering if he was in bed with the other coalition members before, or whether he was just putting troops there as like a defensive point. He could see that I pushed into Arizona, so that would be a sensible thing to do.
Yeah, I think I remember troops being there before, actually. A while ago. So I'm not sure, but I've got 5 in my head, so maybe reinforced it was 7. Don't know. We'll have to see what happens there.
Do you think you're going to crack into Chihuahua after Texas, Tim?
Yeah, I think so. Don't seem to be doing a whole lot. When I was flying my strikes back, I did see some troops just next to their southernmost city, just on a province. Didn't seem to be going anywhere in particular. So next to Parral. So
I thought I saw something in Chiahuahua. Oh no, Chiahuahua, their capital.
It's like the dog Chihuahua, right?
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. It's a new dog
I think
breed.
I like that better.
Yeah, way better. Oh dear. So I'm just sitting on a long way. Look, we've got a huge advantage here. We've got this massive mountain range we need to take, of which we've taken half, and that's going to give us an enormous time warning if anyone tries to come near us. And if we can get rid of that airbase in Colorado, maybe we could use some agents when we get a bit more money and chip away at it, and just get some units in there at some point and take it down. Then that's going to give us a huge advantage as well. So I think that's going to be our initial aim. Where do you think you're going to take your big stack from here, Jonathan?
Well, for now I'm going to sit on Almosa. I know that there's 5 troops that have gone towards the capital that were on Almosa, and there's maybe 5 or 7 that are sitting on Grand Junction. So I'm kind of hoping that they're going to come to me. And if they don't, then I'm stopping Colorado from getting any electronics, which to be fair, he might not need that many of. Ideally, I would have taken the rare material city, but it's still, if we're fighting a war of attrition, then we're already winning.
Yeah, how do you see that?
Because he's lost one of his home cities and he has no way to generate electronics.
Oh, Colorado, of course. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
war of attrition. But he's got at least 5 other players occupying his territories, and I think the war of attrition against the rest of them is not quite happening yet.
Yeah, but we have seen some of them have been a bit skittish and have kind of backed off. So there isn't a lot of cohesion. I don't think we gave them enough time to form a proper plan. And they're fighting in land which isn't their own. So at some point that they might just choose to turn back around and back off to their homeland.
The advantage
if I can get some more reinforcements, I might just push through further. But I'm just, I might come across too much resistance right now.
Yeah, you might. Or there may be no resistance. We're not sure what they've done. One of the advantages we have right now is that all these different states have sent quite a lot of their units forward to Colorado, meaning that they're not land grabbing near them. And also there's so many of them near each other, they're going to run out of space very soon as well. So that's a slight advantage. They're going to have growing pains, but equally so are we now. We're kind of stopped. Just need to keep taking what I can, certainly in the north, until I bump up against Ontario, and there's a few little provinces in between that'll probably soon go. So this is going to be a hell of an interesting one. I don't think we've had so many competitors before.
Yeah, it's different. It's kind of in a little bottle. Everything's quite close together. I think that'll definitely work in our favor. We can form one kind of united front as soon as Texas has fallen and Colorado has. We've cleaned up Chihuahua. It'll be quite easy to fly troops from the north to the south and defend all along there.
Yeah, and I'd say probably one of my primary medium-term targets will be Minnesota, for no particular reason. I'll be going after them.
Okay.
I think Minnesota might be one of the stronger players and be a bit of an orchestrator. Who did you say? Did you gain anything from their messaging today of who might be their leader or who might be an organizer?
I kind of just assumed it was Colorado because he's the one on the front line and he's brought everyone to him.
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
Any thoughts, Tim?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, my message from Ontario, who's I think in coalition with Colorado, said we tried to organise defence together with the BUA and USU coalitions. So that's two other coalitions other than them.
Okay.
So yeah, I potentially 9 people. They definitely sound like they're trying to sort of form some kind of front line in Colorado.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, we'll need to build some powerful units, and I think we found today that our air force, our combined air force, is what saved the day. I think. Or
especially your strikes, Tim.
Especially your strikes, exactly.
But to be fair, the helicopters were doing a lot of work against all of the combat recons. They were very, very useful.
Yeah, when I saw them hit the stack, they were really smashing the motorized stuff. I did see that the mechanized infantry have quite powerful attack against air units, and there was only one, and that was doing all the damage. So, yeah, mechanized infantry are good to have.
One to watch out for. Colorado spec'd into air superiority, mechanized infantry. And I think that's just about it. I think something that gave me a bit of an edge here is that I've got my motorized infantry to level 2 already as well. But they've kind of diversified out a bit more. But they all had air superiority. Well, probably the ones they started with.
Yeah, and one of them had a couple more as well. And I was able to take out 3 air superiority planes when I hit Denver because I engaged the planes first and pretty much just, I destroyed them all.
Yeah, then, and I took out the same just passively. My infantry officer just by them hitting into him too much and dying.
Yeah, so we've definitely inflicted damage in a good ratio.
My combat recons have got 9 kills, and my infantry officer's got 3 just on this one stack, so they're doing pretty well.
Very nice, very nice. All my units are dead, so I can't tell you how many they killed, but. Not many. They did their bit. We've got a bit of a visible line now going into them. I guess they don't realise that any one of them could take that land back on behalf of Colorado. We'll see if they do that. In the meantime, we've got a bit of a line of sight.
Yeah, I think if it was somebody who wasn't in the coalition, then they'd claim the land for themselves.
Oh, of course. Yeah, so it has to be in their coalition. Okay. Yeah. I forget. In my mind, they're all in the same coalition, but they're just working together. 3 in each coalition.
I think that right now they'll be sitting on the cities, just defending them. I don't think they're going anywhere just yet.
Yeah, and it might be that some of them are flying back, some are staying, maybe some are just flying more reinforcements in. Who knows? They may be planning a bit of a counter-attack as well, so we'll have to see how that goes. Are you going to build a bunker in Alamosa or not bother?
Alamosa?
Oh, where you are, the Colorado city you've taken.
Yeah, I could do, to be fair.
So I guess that help you sleep at night.
I think it will take a considerable number of troops to take down my infantry officer on a city. I think you need a stack of 10 pretty much to be able to get through there.
Cool. Very nice indeed. So I'm going light on what I'm building and what I'm researching at the moment, because if we talk about that too much, it would be too much of a disadvantage. But safe to say, I'm researching and building right now some incredibly heavy, powerful units. How about you, John?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if we're going to talk it up, then there's some big things to come, yeah.
Tim, what have you got in the pipeline?
I'm gonna just keep building strikes. Sort of aim to have 2 or 3 stacks of them, really, so I can sort of have some for my for myself, loan some up north to you.
Yeah.
I have got some mobile radars on the way, which I'm going to put on my borders.
Yeah, very wise.
Try and sort of get a little bit of warning if I'm going to be attacked. And I think in 2 days' time, I'll have rocket launchers on the way as well.
Very nice
2 days.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to be building so the army base level 4 is going to be ready in 2 days, 4 hours. So I'll start researching the rocket launcher tomorrow and get that ready for around the same time.
Brilliant. Okay, we're going to have some big guns coming to this fight. They say don't bring knives to a sword fight, so we certainly won't be doing that.
To a gunfight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. But we've got swords, which is also fine.
But we won't bring them to a gunfight.
No.
But we'll bring them to the knife fight. So I think that's a good one for today. Unless you've got anything else to add.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's generally best to avoid knife, sword, and gunfights.
Yes.
And on that note, it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Over and out.